When did telling the truth feel more cruel than lying? I was 22 when the police called saying my dad was in critical condition, and I had to decide whether to tell my 10-year-old brother the truth about why mom left us. They found me at work, said dad had a massive stroke at his office. I drove myself to the hospital in a daze. My little brother Jamie was already there with our neighbor Mrs. Collins, wearing his soccer uniform because he'd been pulled straight from practice. He ran to me the second I walked in, asking when dad would wake up. The doctor pulled me aside. Dad was brain dead. Machines were keeping his body alive, but he was gone. I had 2 days to decide about life support, but that wasn't even the hardest choice. Jamie kept asking where mom was. We need to call her. She'll want to be here. My throat closed up because Jamie didn't know. Dad had made me promise when I turned 18 never to tell Jamie the truth, that mom didn't die in a car accident when he was 2. She left us for another family, just walked out one Tuesday and never came back. Dad spent 8 years protecting Jamie from that abandonment, created this whole story about how mom was an angel watching over us. Jamie had her picture by his bed, talked to it every night. He wrote her letters on Mother's Day that dad said he sent to heaven. Now I had 2 choices: tell Jamie the truth and maybe get our mother here to say goodbye to dad, or maintain the lie and let him lose his father without his angel mother coming to comfort him. I found our mother on Facebook in about 10 minutes. Rebecca Harrison, living 3 hours away in Charlotte with her husband and twin daughters, posted constantly about being a blessed mama of 2. Her profile said she'd been married 12 years. She left us 11 years ago. My hands shook as I typed the message. Dad's dying. Jamie doesn't know you're alive. Please come. She read it immediately. Those 3 dots appeared and disappeared for 20 minutes. Finally, I can't. My family doesn't know about that part of my life. I'm sorry for your loss. I wanted to scream. Instead, I sat in the hospital bathroom making impossible lists on paper towels. If I told Jamie the truth, he'd get to be angry at the right person, but lose the only source of comfort he'd had his whole life. If I kept lying, he'd have his angel mother's memory, but I'd be alone carrying this secret forever. The hospital chaplain found me crying in the stairwell at 3 a.m., this kind woman with gentle eyes who listened while I explained everything. Sometimes protecting someone's heart is more important than telling them the truth, she said. But sometimes the truth, even when it hurts, is what sets people free. Jamie was sleeping in Dad's room, holding his hand. He'd made a get well card that said, "My mom's watching over you from heaven." I stood there for an hour watching them both, trying to decide if I should orphan my brother or destroy his whole understanding of love. The next morning, Jamie asked me something that changed everything. "Do you think mom sent you to take care of me? Like, maybe that's why you're such a good sister?" I realized then that Jamie would be okay either way because he had me, but I'd never forgive myself for lying to him his whole life like our father had. "Jamie, I need to tell you something about mom." His face went so still. "She's not dead, is she?" The words tumbled out. How she left when he was 2. How dad loved him too much to let him feel abandoned. How she had another family now. How none of it was his fault. Jamie didn't cry. He just stared at dad's unconscious face for the longest time. Then, "So he lied to me every single day? To protect you." I wrote her so many letters. "I know. Does she know about dad?" "Yes." "Is she coming?" "No." That's when he broke. Not pretty tears, but ugly body-shaking sobs. I held him while he screamed into my shoulder about how it wasn't fair, how he hated her, how he hated dad for lying, how he hated me for telling him. But then something shifted. He sat up, wiped his nose, and said, "We should say goodbye to dad. The real dad, not the one who lied." We spent dad's last day telling him everything we'd never said. Jamie told him he was angry about the lies but understood why. I told him I'd take care of Jamie no matter what. We both told him about our real memories, not the fake ones built around a dead mother who never existed. When we turned off the machines, Jamie held one hand, and I held the other. "It's okay, Dad," Jamie whispered. "Serena will take care of me. You don't have to lie anymore." 6 months later, Jamie's doing okay. He sees a therapist who says he's processing remarkably well. He took down mom's picture but kept one photo of the 3 of us at his t-ball game, real and true. Rebecca sent flowers to the funeral with no card. Jamie threw them in the trash. "Dead people don't send flowers," he said. Last week, he asked if I regretted telling him. "Every day," I said honestly, "but I do it again." "Why?" "Because you deserve to grieve the right person, and you deserve to be angry at the right person, and mostly you deserve the truth, even if it hurt." He hugged me then, this kid who'd lost everything twice. Dad would have never told me, would he?